My hidden secret to doing $80 million with Facebook ads has been exposed, and I wanted to tell you guys about it. It's breakthrough advertising. Breakthrough advertising has single-handedly allowed me to master the marketing fundamentals. It's allowed me to do over $80 million with Facebook ads to help my clients perform and completely change the trajectory of their business by not understanding Facebook ads. Like, Facebook ads is just a tool and anyone can learn Facebook ads. So Facebook ads itself is a very low paying job, but understanding marketing fundamentals and becoming a high level marketer with the principles taught in Facebook and breakthrough advertising can allow you to go from struggling with Facebook ads and struggling with getting ads to convert and performance constantly toppling over each other to doing over $80 million with Facebook ads by understanding the high level marketing fundamentals. And I'm literally going to give you guys this whole book for free in this YouTube video. Why? Because quite frankly, I just highly stand behind these fundamentals. I've read this book over a dozen times. I have teachings in my mentoring program to further help my students. I have created teachings to help my team, and it's mandatory for people who want to join my agency as like team members to have at least read breakthrough advertising 3 times and can fully articulate to me how it works. And again, I'm giving you it all for free. Why? Because I want to continue to help you guys. I want to continue to help you guys expose, level up your mindset and stuff like that. And look, as a byproduct, you're either going to want to work with my agency. I run a Facebook ads agency, and you're going to apply these. You're going to start seeing some success with it. And you're either going to want to work with my agency. We come on board and we take over your ads and we start running your ads and scaling up your business. Or you're going to want to become a student in my inner circle, and you're going to want to come in my mentorship program, and you're going to want to showcase to me all the ads you're creating, and you're going to have me kind of help you essentially go ahead and better create these ads to appeal to these certain identities and the certain concepts taught in breakthrough advertising. So with that being said, we have no time to waste. Let's dive into it. Now, again, I'm trying to put a book that can go anywhere from $500 to down to even $100. You can get it from breakthroughadvertisingbook.com. It's like $125. If you order it from Amazon, it's like $500. Don't go the Amazon route. Breakthroughadvertisingbook.com. I've personally purchased like 5 copies from there. I've given them out to team members and even friends. So going through it, and this is my exact notes from the book and in a way that I understand it. So again, like it's pretty damn close to like the original book itself. So first things first is desire. One of the first things you'll learn in the book, first chapter itself. Desire itself is a force from the market that makes advertising works. You cannot create desire for your product, but you can take hopes, dreams, fears, and desires that already exist amongst your market and focus them onto your product or your service. People do not buy what your product does. They buy who your product helps them become. In other words, they buy the transformation. So when you say, like, for example, the desire to make more money, you're going to appeal to that desire of making more money, but you're also going to showcase the person they desire to become. They desire that person to make more money. They desire to become the person that is skillful at marketing and can basically go into a business and transform their ads and immediately be profitable and see those ads convert and stuff like that. They desire that outcome of the person they're going to become. Even with clothing brands, that's why a lot of models are very attractive in that sense. Female models, even something like the guy models, they show very ripped guys to appeal to men because they want to showcase, the person they perceive to become when they purchase that particular clothing right there. When researching market for desires, you're going to understand the image in people's mind about the person they want to be. And you want to look for the wants across your market. I want to make more money. I want to move into my dream house. I want to become rich. I want to get married. I want to find a spouse. It's the I want across your market. I want to lose weight. So what you want to do is you want to look at your market's dominant desire. That's been the desire that comes up the most. And then you're also going to look at how do I channel that desire onto my product. So you're going to take desires across your market and channel them onto your product. You're going to bridge them onto your product. Next one is your benefits. You're going to study your product and list all the benefits it contains. So what we like to do is we like to turn features into benefits. So basically we want to list all the features of your product and then list the benefit of that feature. So that's the biggest thing right there you want to look at. And then what you want to do is you want to tie in that benefit into your desire. So for example, iPod 2 gigabytes. Well, what is the feature of 2 gigabytes of storage? 2,000 songs. And then what is the desire? Is hold more music. 2,000 songs in your pocket. There you go. Next one is market awareness. This is where do we pick up the conversation? So this is basically each of these markets are mentally walled off by like a mental wall in people's brains. So you have your unaware market, your problem aware market, your solution aware market, your product aware market, and your aware market. Your aware market, this is where 90% of Facebook advertisers like sit at. This is your 20% off free shipping people. That's all they run for their ads. Whereas your unaware market, this is probably one of the hardest markets to basically open up. I only have a small handful of successful unaware ads because it's a very difficult market. But when you open this market, I'm talking about completely changing the trajectory of your business, like scaling from $1,000 a day to $15,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 a day by opening up an unaware market specifically. It's the largest market possible, but if you have to do it effectively. You have your problem aware market. This is people who are dealing with problems, but they don't really know what the solution is yet. Hey, my doctor just classified me as obese. I have a problem with obesity. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to solve that problem. So we're going to call out the problem, then introduce the solution. Then there's the solution aware market. These are people that are actively aware of what they want from the product, but they just don't know what that product is. I want to lose weight, but what is the product that's going to give me weight loss? Is it the keto diet? Is it those 3D or like HD peels from Cellucor? For those Cellucor folks who take C4 and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about, that little green bottle. I used to take those when I was little, or like 16, 17. You know, is it the macro counting? Like what, like we don't know what that is, but we're going to call out that they're actively looking for that solution, and then we're going to give them the product itself that's going to give them that solution. Then there's product aware. These are people that are currently actively looking at different products. They're looking at different weight loss diets. They just don't know which one's best for them. So we need to prove our superiority in the market. Then you have your aware market. These are people that are, again, they're aware of your product. They're sold on it. The only thing that's stopping them is price. That's it. And these all should be seen as markets. Someone doesn't need to go through unaware all the way through aware. Each person in your stages of market awareness, you have people right now at each one of these stages. Even if you never spent $1 in advertising before, you have people at each one of these stages. And it's your objective to find those stages in your market and target that. And some markets are going to be dominant problem aware. Some markets will be dominant solution aware. Some markets are dominant product aware. I just talked in a video about pillows. Everyone knows what a freaking pillow is. It's a product aware market. The desire to lose weight, pretty dominant solution aware market. People don't really know the specifics about it, but most people know if they're obese or if they're seeing that scale climb or if their clothes aren't fitting or stuff like that, it's time to lose some weight. It's a pretty solution aware market. So just things to think about. Now, market sophistication comes down to, and this is a difficult one. This is basically coming down to how many products they've seen before yours. So for example, like I run a Facebook ads agency, and a lot of our clients have worked with a variety of other Facebook ads agencies before us. So we have to introduce a new mechanism to give them hope again. And actually for us, we're stage 4 market sophistication. So the new mechanism is broad targeting and testing creatives with DCTs. But a lot of our clients already are doing that. They already have the mechanism, but they come to us because we can create better creatives. Now, better creatives is not a new mechanism because the mechanism is introduced at a stage 3. A stage 4, we're just further enhancing a stage 3 mechanism. And to give you a good example here, so at stage 1, we're just going to state the claim, lose ugly fat. A stage 2, we need to enhance the claim, make it a little bit more extreme. Lose 18 pounds in 4 weeks or your money back. Now, the problem here is that now the market is jaded and we need to introduce a new way to satisfy that desire that gives people hope again. So new wonder drug for losing weight. We're introducing a new mechanism. We're focusing on feature first, then benefit. Now, in this part right here, no diet wonder drug for losing weight. So we're calling out a problem with stage 3. We're calling out a problem, or we're enhancing it. No diet wonder drug for losing weight. And that's number 4. Now, again, we're just enhancing a stage 4. Now, at a stage 4, you can go back to 3 and introduce a new mechanism. That's perfectly fine. Or you can go to stage 5, which is more of just like the same way you open up an unaware market for your 5th stage of market awareness, which is just more focusing on a big win, a big goal, a big resentment. These are symptoms, but not necessarily a problem. It's not on their forefront of their mind. So that's market sophistication. Now, what happens here is that you want to look at your desire, you want to look at your market awareness and your market sophistication. You want to determine all of these. And when you figure out your desire, your market awareness, and your market sophistication, then you can write your headline. Now, when you write your headline needs to appeal to the sophistication, the market awareness, and the desire that you're trying to appeal to. So those three key things that you locked in need to appeal to your headline. So for example, state the claim in its purest form, like just this example right here, lose weight. Well, that's a stage 1 sophistication. That's a solution aware, because they want what the product does, but they don't know what it exists yet. That's lose weight. And then desires to lose weight. Desires to lose weight. It's solution aware because it's want what the product does, but don't know what the product is yet. And then it's a stage 1 sophistication because it's stating the claim. Now, there's things we can do to, I would say, strengthen that claim. And in the book, there's 38 different ways. That's one thing I'm not going to showcase in this video, but in my inner circle, I give these 38 ways in my inner circle, my marketing mentorship. Measure the size of the claim. So this is like a sophistication level 2. Same thing as speed of the claim, speed and size, both right here, and even melts away ugly fat. These right here are all stage 2 sophistications. It's making the claim a little bit more extreme. Whereas remove limitations from the claim, this is where we're going into that stage 3, or actually stage 4 in this particular example right here. So again, this is just showcasing, strengthen the headline part. So you're gonna write your headline down, make sure it appeals to those stages, and then you're gonna strengthen that headline to make it a little bit powerful. Now, this is gonna be your hook. For you guys who are watching, like, how does this apply to Facebook ads? This is gonna be your hook. So that hook you see on your creative, that big hook on your photo or your video, this is what this is gonna be to build that hook. Because all this is appealing to that specific market of awareness or sophistication, awareness, and desire. Now, next thing is that when you're writing this, you wanna pick a couple patterns. So maybe pick these 3 or 4 patterns, and you wanna write 5 headlines for each pattern. And then, and then just really try to stretch out your creativity. Pick a couple patterns, write 5 for each, and then figure out what one works the best for you. Now, that was everything just to figure out the headline or the hook for that visual. So now we need to talk about the rest of that creative itself. And we need to do a few things. So one, we need to appeal to certain dimensions of the prospect's mental world. So their desires, we already talked about desires. Identification, these are basically the traits your prospect wants from your product. So the person they want to become. And then belief management. This is basically just going over opinions and objections that we need to address in the particular creative itself. Now I'm gonna skip kind of fast through some of these, but you're more than welcome to pause your screen at any point to basically kind of, read them yourself. Again, like I said, like I'm trying to fit a whole book that, it took me almost a month to read the first time into a 30-minute session. So like, there's gonna be a lot you're gonna miss. That's perfectly fine. But like, at least, hey, this is the next best resource here for you. So again, desire, we already went over this. I'm not going to go over it, but I will say is your goal is to draw sharp pictures of their desire being achieved with your product. So in your creative itself, if their desire is to lose weight, you need to showcase a lot of visuals of losing weight and what are all the visuals around that. Now, here are a couple ways to strengthen desire. This is just showcasing the benefits. These are ways to visually showcase the product in action. Showcase the benefits, demo the product, show the prospect how to test your claims, show experts and customers approving, compare, contrast, prove superiority, show off the problem the product fixes, use metaphor, analogy, imagination, put your guarantee to work. These are all things right here that you can showcase in your creative, not all of them at once. Some ads that are longer may take all 8, some may only 1 or 2. It's gonna be dependent for your particular scenario. And yeah, again, just kind of depends. Now, the next thing is that as your campaign evolves and as you've been advertising a product for a longer period of time, there's going to be times where you have to really stretch the visuals and the copy to articulate your core messaging in different ways. One of my favorite examples is Colgate. Colgate, when they're advertising their teeth shield technology in their toothpaste, they showed a baseball player shielded with this invisible shield, getting baseballs thrown at them and like it just bouncing off the shield, not even touching them. And it's just a different way to show off that core messaging. Now, next is identity. So identification, this comes more down to the person they want to become. And it's split down into character roles and achievement roles. And we'll talk about both of those right there. So your character roles is more of the personality of that prospect, you know, becoming more sophisticated, becoming more well thought out, something like that. So you can see right here's a few different examples. You know, buy a personal development book to be thought of as someone that works on themselves and is smart. We know a lot of you guys that, like, you know, especially those entrepreneurs that are first starting out, like reading like the basics, like the 4-hour work week and stuff like that. And they got to showcase it to everyone because they're trying to show people that they're working on themselves and they're smart and stuff like that. Compared to someone who maybe speed reading course to read more books on their journey to be smarter, to, you know, bookshelf. You know, big bookshelf right when people walk in their house, they can show them all they're a reader. In that case, they're showcasing parts of their personality, which is character roles. Now, achievement roles is more focused on status, class, and position. So for example, someone who's done $80 million with Facebook ads, I've been able to basically get to that class level, that position level, that status level. Even something as like wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, these are all classes and statuses of someone's, you know, positioning in life. Executive, serial entrepreneur. We know, like, think about all the motherfuckers that upgrade their Instagram bio as soon as they open up their first Shopify store and it says entrepreneur in their bio. Serial entrepreneur when they have a dropshipping business and a trading business, even though they haven't made a dollar of profit. Shit like that. So those are things to think about right there. Then the next thing is accepted images. And accepted images in a way is this. Let's say, for example, if I told you a minivan is a symbol of success, you would not believe that because you're conditioned to understand that maybe a Lamborghini, a Range Rover, a, you know, higher end sports car, that's a symbol of success. Whereas a minivan, it's like, what? No, that sounds like basically a symbol of you're trapped, you're enslaved in the matrix and stuff like that, depending on where you're at in life. So sometimes when we're advertising a product, there's certain images people will just not agree upon. Why? Because they're just conditioned not to. They just don't believe it. So what we have to do is we have to first showcase the accepted image and then transition over to the new image that we want to show them. And we have to bridge that gap. And this is basically a great way right here of, you know, kind of going over that. You know, you can go over it, pause the video and go over that. So again, building more new images. Favorite one was, you know, for like the cigarettes and back in like the 60s, the way they opened up a female market was by showcasing a guy who was smoking a cigarette, which was normal. It's an accepted image. But then they showed a girl who was very feminine and beautiful and like a girl that other girls wanted to be. And it showed her right up against him smoking a cigarette as well, not showcasing an accepted image with kind of transitioning to a new image that we want to put in people's life. And yeah, and look, this is an unbelievable image. I'm just gonna skip this, but you guys can pause and look over this. Now we're gonna start going into beliefs. And there's a couple things in breakthrough advertising. They talk about beliefs. A couple different ways to kind of go about beliefs, and I'll talk a little bit about that, but I'm also going to give my perspective on belief. But belief is basically created through fusion of thought and emotion, and we cannot violate a person's belief. If a person has a belief right now, we cannot violate their beliefs, but we can build a bridge from their belief to the ultimate facts a prospect must believe if he or she is to accept your claims. So a common belief across the market is, hey, Facebook ad courses are scams, or make money online courses are a scam. That's a belief. Now look, hey, there's nothing wrong with that belief, but if we want to position a course in the market, we have to first acknowledge that belief, and we have to build a bridge to show them, hey, that while that's a belief you have, these are the ultimate facts. This is what you must understand. And then they, oh, wow, okay, now I understand. Then here's our product. So here's a couple different ways to increase belief, and just different ways that's taught in the book to increase the belief of like around your product. The inclusion questions. Do you find it increasingly difficult to? Is your business or career a spruce of? Are you tormented by inadequacies? And basically you want to get that series of flows starting and putting them in that yes chain right there. Next one's the detailed identification. This is basically just showcasing that, you know, hey, I've been there myself. And because I've been there myself, you should trust me. All right. I too have struggled with learning marketing. You know, I was starting Facebook ads in 2015 and I was learning all the tools and ways to run Facebook ads. But ultimately at the end of the day, it's like I just kept launching campaigns and products and nothing would ever move the needle. But then I discovered marketing fundamentals. And once I understood marketing fundamentals, then my whole business changed. You see, I'm giving you that, oh, wow, hey, like Nick was there too. I'm in that position. Oh, so marketing fundamentals. That's what I need to understand. Now, contradiction of present false beliefs. I know you think it's true, but I'm going to show you it's false. I've known a lot of this lately with like retargeting, called out why you think you should do retargeting. I know you believe it should be retargeting, but here's why you shouldn't. Language of logic. This is a little bit more difficult, I guess you can say, but it's just been like, it's just certain words and tones and logic you use in the sentences. That's it. And then syllogic thinking. I'm gonna say that completely wrong, but this is basically just focusing more on the mechanism of your product. I really like this one right here. It's a really good example where it's basically just like, hey, your car runs because gasoline is fed into the cylinders, where a spark calls it to fire. This action causes the gas to explode. The explosion pushes down the piston. Now, here's the important thing to you. The larger the spark is, the more powerful the explosion. Like, you're just like, yeah, I agree. I understand. But now it's also selling you in a way. I see this a lot in sales processes and stuff like that. All right, now we're gonna do some enhancing techniques. We've got like 6 minutes to go through this. So I'm gonna kind of roll through this really quick. First one is redefinition. And basically it's gonna give a new definition to your product before your prospect even know a roadblock exists. You're gonna address an objection before it exists yet. All right, and there's 3 reasons why people don't buy. It's an overly complex product, it's not important enough, or it costs too much. So one of the things too is simplify it. Simplify an overly complex image of the product with a more favorable one. So, back in the day, or not back in the day, like a month ago, I was talking to a business owner who's never ran Facebook ads before. And our first sales process, I actually didn't do great on that first sales call. Why? Because I'm so like 99% of my customers have ran Facebook ads before, and this particular business owner didn't. Now he usually wouldn't be a good fit, but he's also worth $100 million and he wants to invest a ton in Facebook ads. And I gave too complex of here you need to set up a CBO, a DCT, all of that, which actually threw him off. I had to go back to the drawing board and actually readdress this and simplify the whole thing. And actually, then I won the deal. And I did win the deal. Your boy never wins or never loses. Next one is escalation. And this is where it's going to make the product seem more important. So you're going to look for the benefits of the benefits. So for example, let's just pretend it's an energy drink. This is the LaCroix energy drink right here. This gives me so much energy. Great. Well, what's the benefit of more energy? Well, I can film 9 videos in one session, which is going to make me a shitload more money, and I'm going to be a lot more efficient with my time schedule. Now, all of a sudden, this has a lot more importance in my life. So you're looking for the benefit of the benefit. Next one is price reduction. Now, how do you make a product seem less expensive, but without making it seem like so inexpensive that it's just like a piece of junk in that way? And that is by switching the comparison. So for example, the Rose Skin Co. sells the IPL, laser hair removal for hair, permanent hair-free skin. And it's like a $200 product. Well, if I say, hey, never shave again, and then introduce that product, and they're like, oh, well, $2 razor, IPL device every week, it's $200 from a $1 razor. It's a big difference. But if I call it the fact that laser hair removal treatments by a doctor is about $1,200 before you have hair-free skin over a couple of weeks, whereas for us, you can do it at home for $200. Now, all of a sudden, $200 doesn't seem expensive, and it seems like a lot better of a deal without making the product look like junk. Now, next one is mechanization. And this basically, it's 3 questions your ad has to answer or it will fail. And that is information, images, desire. Prospect is basically saying, tell me more. You need to articulate your product and your prospect and give them all the information they need. Then you need to show them the proof that the product works. Then you need to show them the mechanism. This is basically how the product works. This is the more logical part of the ad. And you either need to name the mechanism, describe the mechanism, or feature the mechanism. Name the mechanism is simply where we go and we name it, and then we show how we have a better mechanism with better price and features. Next one is describe the mechanism. So this is in, again, a lower tier stage. Like this is a higher stage of market sophistication. This is a lower tier right here. Describe the mechanism. This is basically where the prospect doesn't understand the mechanism. So this is like a stage 3 mechanism or market sophistication right there, where we introduce the mechanism and we need to describe it. We need to call it out and why we can deliver on that promise. And then featured mechanism. New chance for your prospect to satisfy the desire where they felt at others, a new glimpse of hope. Main focus of the ad, sell the olive mechanism. So this would actually be a stage 3 mechanism, and this would be like a stage 4 mechanism right here, particularly right there. So anyway, featured mechanism, this is where you sell the mechanism. The whole ad is around specifically the mechanism, and just, again, you're giving them a new sense of hope. And we got 2 minutes left, so let's keep this rolling. Next one is concentration. This is basically where you destroy alternate ways for your product to satisfy their desire. So you want to find the problems with other products on the market. That's all you want to do. Never attack a weakness. You can provide a solution to that weakness. So like, I know for a fact most agencies suck because they're only good at running Facebook ads. They're not good at creating Facebook ads. We're great at creating Facebook ads, so we can call it the problems of only knowing how to run Facebook ads. Now, it's a major problem for clients because it doesn't create ads that convert, and without ads that convert, their business won't move forward. So we can directly attack other agencies because we have a solution to fix that problem. So that's a direct attack. And then lastly, camouflage. And this is the last thing right here. This is basically where you disguise the ad to borrow believability. So for example, let's say, taking a tweet and then like running it on Facebook as an ad. That's been a popular thing lately, because you can share a tweet to your Instagram story and it gives that like Instagram story vibe. You could take that and you can like make an ad out of it on Instagram stories. I've seen that work really well. But yeah, it's just camouflaging your ad to not look like an ad. Sam Ovens used to do this a lot. If you're throwback to like 2015, he used to make like regular page posts, but sponsor them, turn them into ads, and they would do really well. But now I just don't really see anyone doing that anymore. So again, it's just ways to borrow believability and camouflage the ad itself. And that's it. That's literally this whole book. All of the key things that you need to understand to be a successful marketer. Now, I still highly, highly recommend reading this book. I've read it 12 times myself, and I find new value every time. It's a super hard read the first 2 or 3 times, but it's super valuable, and I highly recommend it if you want to level up as a marketer and become a better copywriter and everything, creative strategist as a whole. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video valuable. Make sure you drop some comments below, drop some likes below. Like, this was definitely something that, just saved you some time, money, stuff like that. So yeah, thank you all for watching. My name is Nick Theriot. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.